It's Junior MasterChef, the competition to find the best young cook in the country. Out of 2,000 applications, only 31 cooks have made it to the heats. Now top chef and restaurant owner John Turode and actress and cookbook writer Nadia Sawala have to decide which cook is good enough to win the title of Junior MasterChef. In today's heat, we'll meet 3 cooks, but only one of them can go through.
Junior MasterChef, 9 to 12-year-olds, and we are looking for a cooking star.
I want to see who inspires them, how much they want to learn, how ambitious they are, how creative they want to be.
I want to eat good food. I hope we eat well today.
They'll face 2 challenges. First, John will show them how to make a berry pudding in a masterclass.
Be very, very careful not to stir it too much because all the fruit will break up, and there's nothing worse than mush fruit pudding.
Finally, they'll have to cook their own most delicious food for the judges.
Oh, I love that. It's a party in a glass, that's what it is.
Competing today are Victoria, Lauren and Claire.
I get my cooking ideas from like the internet and a book, something that stands out.
I would love to have a job in cooking because it's something I love and doing it every day would be just a dream.
To make my dessert stand out, I usually add a little twist of my own to add to the recipe.
But which one of these 3 will be going through to the quarter-final?
Welcome to Junior MasterChef. Our masterclass today is a berry pudding, and it is a bread shell which is then filled with softened fruit, all closed over and served with whipped cream flavoured with vanilla.
Now, I'm really excited about learning how to make this dish because I've never made it before, even though my mum often says it's one of her most favourite puddings, and there's nothing better than feeding your mum a gorgeous pudding.
What we need to make this dish is some fresh berries, some frozen berries, and a tin of cherries. The first thing we need to do is to soften our fruit. We take a pan, put it onto the heat, and drain the liquid from our cherries, the tin of cherries. We're going to add to that our strawberries. And as soon as that liquid comes up to the boil, we're then going to take it off the heat and we're going to add the rest of our soft fruit. Be very, very careful not to stir it too much because all the fruit will break up, and then you'll end up, instead of having lovely hunks of fruit inside your pudding, you'll have mush. And there's nothing worse than mush fruit pudding.
OK, so that's it boiling there.
Now John adds the frozen berries to cool down the mixture. Next, he empties the fruit mixture into a bowl so he can collect the juice. He then cuts the bread, which will be soaked in the berry juice.
Cut it in half, long ways, so you get long pieces of bread, like long fingers.
Now John puts a piece of cling film into a pudding mould.
Take the bread, drop it in, flop it over, and now our bread is soggy. And you push the bread into the bottom. OK? And then drain off the extra juice. OK? You see inside? Yeah. We're going to get our filling in there. And in there you can see all the frozen fruit, all the fresh fruit. And we're going to stick that in and really push it down quite hard. Now, this is the bit where you've got to be slightly gentle. Slip your fingers underneath and just gently push each one over the top. And then take our cling film, fold it over, bring the whole lot together around the outside like that, and then give it a good push.
The pudding then chills for 10 minutes. While Nadia whisks the cream to thicken it, John opens a vanilla pod to add to the cream.
And you're going to take the spoon and you're going to push this down, and in there, look what's going to happen. You get all this wonderful black paste. And then put that into the cream, and then whip that together. And you'll end up with little tiny black spots, but you'll end up with a wonderful flavour.
With the cream ready, it's now time to plate the chilled berry pudding.
Take the cling film off the top, and then gently, really gently, look at that.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to take a little bit of our juice and either spoon it around the outside or pour some over the top so it looks lovely and glossy. And there we go.
That is spectacular.
We're getting to eat some of this, right?
You're going to eat some of it when you've cooked it for us.
Oh. OK, off you go, wash your hands and get cooking.
These are experienced cooks, but this is the first time Nadia and John will see them at work. In 30 minutes, will they be able to make their berry pudding as good as John's and prove they've got talent? If you're trying this at home, make sure you have an adult to help you. Lauren is 12 and from Liverpool. Every Friday, she makes traditional Jewish chicken soup for the whole family.
The thing I love about cooking is because when I'm sitting at the dinner table, I've like made all this gorgeous dinner, and like everyone's like sitting down there, and then they tell me, "Oh, Lauren, that's gorgeous," and I'm like, "Well, you know."
Lauren, your love of cooking, your love of food, where did you get that inspiration from?
Well, my inspiration for cooking is my stepdad because he's always cooking at home, and I go to him, "Oh, can I cook some of these dishes?" And he says, "Yeah, but not the complicated ones yet, Lauren."
Why do you want to be on Junior MasterChef?
Just to show my love of cooking. And you see, like, the adult MasterChef, and it's like, oh, why can't kids be that?
Do you think there's a chance you could be better than the adults?
We're just going to have to wait and see, won't we?
12-year-old Victoria is from London. Her cooking is influenced by her Nigerian heritage, and she also runs her own cake stall at the weekends.
The people I normally cook for, like my family, friends, anybody like that comes to my house, they're welcome to eat my food.
Hi. How did you feel this morning, Victoria, when you woke up and knew you were coming to Junior MasterChef?
Excited because I've waited like so long, but at the same time I was scared because I've done so far and I want to like reach my target.
What's your target?
Like to win the show.
Oh. You seem quite cool and calm and confident.
Yeah, because that's how you need to work. If you don't work cool and calm, you won't be able to fulfill what you want to do.
You have under 10 minutes left.
11-year-old Claire comes from Berkshire. Her proudest cookery moment was making a huge chicken stew for 17 members of her family.
I would love to be really, really, really good at cooking and be the one that everyone says, "This is lovely, Kyle, how did you do it?"
Claire, do you have somebody that you cook with who, you know, you love cooking with?
Well, I love cooking with my mum and my grandma because my grandma does food for the whole family when we go around there, and also mum also cooks a lot for us because my brother eats tons all the time.
Why have you come on Junior MasterChef?
It's a great experience and it's so much fun to learn from you because you're great at cooking.
Very
She's
good.
complimenting you now, John.
I'm
Don't let your
blushing.
head get big.
I'm blushing. Are you confident with what you're doing now?
Yeah, I'm good. Just waiting for it to thicken. I can't wait.
You've got a couple of minutes left. Finishing touches, the pretty bits.
OK, everybody, that's it. Your time's up.
It's now judgment time. Have the pudding stayed in one piece? Is the fruit soft without being mushy? And has the cream been packed with vanilla?
Well done, Lauren. You got it all done. This is really, really, really good. The bread is just so soft and gooey, and the fruits are perfect because they're quite sharp, but then the cream is perfectly sweet. I think I might have put a little bit more vanilla in the cream because I'm not quite getting the vanilla. Really good. I can eat more.
I really like the flavour of your berry pudding because the berries are very strong and the colour, I think, is fantastic.
I thought that went amazing, and the tasting, the compliments that John and Nadia gave us, thank goodness for that.
Claire, that looks a little bit messy, a bit like your jacket. Do you use an apron at home?
Oh, yeah.
Really lovely. The bread is really lovely and soggy. Your sauce is lovely. The cream, I think you could use some more vanilla in it. Can't really... Did you put the vanilla in?
Yeah, I did.
OK, you can't really see it, and I couldn't really taste it. And with a bit more vanilla, I think it'd be really, really good.
It held together beautifully. It's got a great shape. The cream I really like. It's perfectly whipped, and I like the flavour of the cream. I like the flavour of the cream against the whole pudding itself.
When you had to pull the tin off the pudding, it was so scary. But if I had thought about my presentation slightly better, it would have helped the whole dish.
Looking good, Victoria. I really like that. Nice, lots of vanilla and cream, which is gorgeous. The fruits have held just right, I think. They're really squidgy, and then some of them are a bit firmer. Really nice.
The first attempt, I think, looks fantastic. Lots of fruit. Do you like to make sure that people got a lot to eat?
Yeah.
I can see that by the size of your portion. That's a big dessert with all those berries. Your cream has a wonderful texture because it's just whipped where it's really soft peaks rather than being too hard. And you can taste the vanilla and a little bit of sugar. And it's going really nice with all your berries and all your juice. Really like that.
I was nervous, but I wasn't going to let my nerves get the better of me, because at the end of the day, I came here to achieve something, not go home regretting what I did.
We asked a lot of our cooks today because this is a difficult thing to do, a difficult pudding. And I think they did extremely well.
I think they did brilliantly.
And now I'm expecting great things. Their own food, the food that they've practiced, the food they love to cook.
I think we're in for a real treat.
Now it's the toughest challenge of all. Can they wow the judges by cooking their own food?
Welcome back. This is your chance to really shine. You're now going to cook the food that you love cooking.
We are looking for a real cooking star. And as such, at the end of this, we will have one quarter-finalist.
Hey, remember to stay focused, don't panic. We want you to enjoy this. Be careful of sharp knives and hot ovens.
Good luck. Let's cook.
Lauren, Claire and Victoria now have 1 hour to make 2 fantastic dishes. But remember, if you want to cook at home, always make sure you ask an adult to help you.
How are you doing? You're looking pretty confident. What are you cooking for us?
Cottage pie with a quick cheesecake.
What makes your cheesecake quick? Is it on a car?
No, it's because I really don't have a lot of time. It's not an ordinary cheesecake. You might be surprised.
Wow. You're going to blow us away with your cheesecake.
Maybe.
What do you think is the most difficult part of today for you, Victoria?
Maybe the results. Yeah.
So it's not the cooking?
No.
Cooking doesn't worry you?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
A quick set cheesecake? How do you quick set a cheesecake? And it's amazing. And cottage pie in under an hour? I just hope she is fast enough to make sure it all is done on time.
I'll be interested to see if she uses any Nigerian influences at all in the cottage pie. I mean, I don't know, she might add a little spice or something. Hi, Claire. What are you cooking up for us?
Baked salmon in tinfoil parcels on a bed of rice with wilted spinach. And baked banana and chocolate crepes.
Got quite a lot of work to do. Does that make you nervous or excited?
Both. I can do it, I know I can, but it's just getting it all out on time that slightly scares me.
And with us two scary people next to you?
Yeah.
I really felt you wishing we'd just melt away.
A bit.
Very ambitious to make pancakes. A MasterChef.
The idea of a piece of fish steamed with its own flavours and then serve it with rice and spinach, every single part of that I think is quite difficult to get absolutely right. 30 minutes gone, that means you are halfway. Lauren, beavering around, lots seems to be going on your bench. What are you going to cook for us?
I'm cooking, my main course is sweet and sour meatballs served with spaghetti, and for my dessert I'm cooking a chocolate pudding accompanied by a raspberry coulis, a bit of raspberries to garnish and mint leaves.
So where are these recipes from?
Originally it was from my mum making all these gorgeous meatballs. To make them taste even better, no offence mum, but I've added sweet and sour sauce instead of just normal tomato passata sauce. I've added a bit of lemon juice and a bit of brown sugar to make it sweet and sour.
Well, I've got to say, as long as it tastes better, that's the most important part. Lauren is doing a chocolate pudding, but not just a chocolate pudding, a self-saucing pudding. You make a sponge, and then you put sugar on top, and then hot water on top of that, and as it cooks, all that water and sugar goes underneath, the sponge floats to the top. Fantastic.
It seems to me that it has potential for complete disaster. You have 5 minutes left.
Time's up. Step away from your benches, please.
Victoria's made her version of the classic dish cottage pie, minced beef with a mashed potato topping.
Generous. That's the first thing I think when I see it. I think, ooh, no one's going to be left hungry after you've served them. There's a gorgeous curry spice flavour to it. And do you know what I like about it? It takes an absolute classic like cottage pie and goes blah, blah, blah to it. It's really, really good.
Thank you.
I really love the flavour of it. Really love the flavour of it. I think it's too big, but I love that real spiciness that goes with the pie itself.
Thank you.
For her dessert, Victoria has made a quick cheesecake.
Aw, I love that. It's a party in a glass, that's what it is. The party goes on in my mouth. That is lovely. It's got the crunchy chocolate on the top, the lovely soft raspberries and strawberries, the creamy, cheesy cake. Really, really nice.
Love the flavour. I really like the texture. For a cheesecake, I would like it to be a bit more of a cheesecake rather than it just being a party in a glass. But it's a very, very good party in a glass.
I think it went really well because the comments were great and I do feel really happy.
Lauren hopes to impress with her take on her mum's meatballs with spaghetti.
I love good meatballs. and they're good meatballs. They are soft and they melt in the mouth. All in all, I think it's a really wonderful dish. Really wonderful dish. And if this is an adaptation of your mother's dish, I think it's probably better than your mother's, OK?
Absolutely love it. I think you cooked your spaghetti perfectly.
Really?
Really perfectly. Really, really good. I'm really impressed.
To follow, Lauren has made a self-saucing chocolate pudding with raspberry coulis, a fruit sauce.
Love the texture of the sponge and the rich cocoa that comes from that sponge with the sour but sweet raspberry that sits with it. And I'm really pleased to see somebody doing what I will call a great old-fashioned recipe with a modern style.
I love the fact that the sponge has got that slight crispy bit on the top, but you've got all that gooey sponge underneath. I love it. And the raspberry on top, perfect. Can I have the rest of it?
I thought it went absolutely amazing. I mean, the first round was good enough, but then to have the judges say them compliments, just amazing. I'm so pleased with myself.
Claire's main course is salmon, baked with soy and spring onion, on a bed of rice, served with spinach.
Your rice is cooked absolutely perfectly. It's light and fluffy, and I think it's really, really good. Thanks.
Beautifully cooked rice, really fragrant dish. I can smell it at the bench. Love the flavours, love the presentation, love the vibrant colours. But I feel that your salmon could probably do with a lot less time in the oven. That's a mistake which is easily rectifiable, OK?
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
For dessert, Claire has made crepes, which are thin pancakes, stuffed with banana and chocolate.
Oh, Claire, really beautiful pancakes. There's quite a bit of chocolate inside as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Was that your little trick? It's a good trick. Oh, it's absolutely delicious and beautifully presented. I want the rest of them.
Perfectly made pancakes. The combination of flavours is absolutely delicious. The presentation, I think, is wonderful. And I think the skill that goes into your dish today, I think, is extraordinary.
Thank you so much. I agree with all the comments. John said that the salmon was a little overdone, and I completely understand that because I think it was. But I'm so happy they told me that my grapes were perfect.
The cooking's over. Now it's a nervous wait while the judges decide whose food is the best.
It must be so hard for them to decide because, like, we're all, like, amazing cooks.
I wish all of us could get food.
They've all worked so hard all day. I can see that every single thing that they've done, they have really thought about it. Really, really impressive.
But we are now having to work out who is going to be our quarterfinalist. Victoria, her food is honest, it's generous, it's big, it's bold, it's brave. But there is little tiny bits and pieces in there, special hints. The spice inside that cottage pie brought it alive.
That dessert. I thought that just said so much about Victoria because she's such good fun. And you couldn't help but smile at that pudding when you looked at it, and then when you ate it the same. Cheeky, cheeky pudding.
But it wasn't quite a cheesecake for me.
I really, really would like to win so much. It would be just like a big challenge and a big achievement, and like anything's possible.
Lauren pushed herself really hard. She is determined, she is driven, and she has some great skill. Her meatballs, soft, delicate, really well seasoned, perfectly cooked spaghetti, the sour but yet sweet sauce all wrapped around the perfectly cooked pasta, really big flavour, really good pasta, really good spaghetti and meatballs.
Well, the pudding. I loved that pudding, and I really can't wait to try making it myself.
2 classics, and she did them very, very well indeed.
Everything just went really well, and the compliments I received from both rounds just amazing. Today has been one of the best days of my life, and I really want to do it again.
Claire today pulled off those two dishes with real style. The taste of that soy and the spring onions with the rich salmon, and then that wonderful richness that came from the spinach, really good dish. For me, the only issue with that salmon was the salmon was a little bit overcooked.
The pancakes. Oh, I just wanted to stand there and watch her all the way through because she was a really skilled cook. And then the taste of them, perfect. Soft, gorgeous, velvety, smooth chocolate, crunchy, almost crunchy bananas. The whole thing was sublime.
Even if I don't get through, I will keep cooking all the time because it's such an amazing thing to do. I love it so much.
I think this is a very, very tough decision. We have 3 very, very skilled cooks, 3 people with potential. Now we have to work out who becomes our quarterfinalist.
I hope that you're really proud of yourselves. You have worked so hard today and you've given us lots of fabulous food to eat. But unfortunately, this is a competition and we can only take one of you through to the quarterfinals. So please, whatever happens, keep cooking because you are 3 really talented cooks.
Our quarterfinalist is Lauren.
This is like one of the best days of my life.
I do still want to be involved with food. I'm not sure about a chef, but I still want to be involved with food.
This has just spurred me on hearing the comments from John and Nadia saying that I was so good. Even though I didn't get into the quarters, it still makes me so proud of myself.
This is like a complete dream. Even to come onto the show, never mind get through to the next round. It's like, whoa, and this is a dream in itself, so it's like the dream carries on.
Lauren will be back for the quarter-final, when she'll compete with 3 other heat winners for the title of Junior MasterChef.